Thank you, Maurice, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I have the pleasure of introducing our student speaker tonight, but before I do that, I would love to introduce the Board of Directors. Can you please stand up? The amazing Board of Directors of Literacy Partners, thank you so much. And we're also joined tonight by the amazing staff of Literacy Partners. Could you guys also stand up? You're scattered all around the room. Please stand up. Thank you, guys. I'm blessed with a very amazing team here at Literacy Partners, and I would also like to extend a personal note, a very personal note of gratitude to each and every one of you for coming here tonight and being part of the solution. And that's really what tonight is all about, is investing in solutions. And Literacy Partners presents a solution, an education solution for families, a solution that really works. At Literacy Partners, we have a very simple formula: focus on parents. Parents like Lourdes. And Lourdes is actually here tonight up front. Lourdes, you want to stand up and wave to the crowd? As Maurice mentioned, in education, we know a simple truth that reading with children is the #1 thing that parents can do to boost their children's early learning and assure their school readiness. But just saying to a parent, it's good to read with your children, doesn't actually make it happen. And that's where we come in. Many of the parents that sign up for our classes don't own any books of their own. And very often they were not read to as children by their parents. So with the generous help of many of the publishers in the room tonight, and you know who you are, and many other individuals, we provide every student of ours with a beautiful home library of 10 new books for each of their children. And our teachers work with the parents each week in class to help them make family reading a daily habit. Lourdes is an incredibly hardworking student. She overcame her fear of speaking English, gained confidence to speak with her children's doctor, to interact with their teachers, and now she helps translate into English many of the Spanish speakers that she meets all over the place. Of course, she's also a great mother, and Lourdes used her new books as an opportunity to bond with her children, Isabel and Alejandro. By investing more time reading with her kids, talking about the books, and listening to their ideas, Lourdes says she has better communication and a closer relationship with them than ever before. And on top of that, her son Alejandro now loves to read. As Lourdes says, yes. As Lourdes said, it's one of my favorite things I've heard said about our program, no tiene precio. There's no price you can put on that kind of result. Sofia Fernandez was also looking for a result when she joined our class in the Bronx. She was pregnant with her daughter Isabella and determined to do everything in her power to give her baby the strongest possible start in life, including going back to school to learn English. Sophia is also a terrific student, applying herself with incredible tenacity. She learned that reading, talking, and singing with Isabella were great ways to build her baby's brain, so she began reading the classic children's book, Olivia, to her baby while she was still pregnant, and then read the book many, many times since Isabella was born. And as you can see, Isabella seems particularly interested in this book. Unfortunately, Sophia couldn't be here this evening. As an undocumented immigrant, she just didn't feel safe to be in the spotlight. She asked that we not use her real name in tonight's presentation and to not show her face. This from a woman who has lived and worked in New York for 9 years, paid her taxes, helped her neighbors, gone back to school, gotten involved in her community. People ask about the impact of the current political climate on our students. Well, this is it. A model student who is an example for parents in every way, and she can't be here. In fact, we can't tell you her real name or even show you her picture. No child should ever have to worry about what happens if mommy doesn't come home from work tonight. But for too many of our students, like Sophia, they're living under a threat of detention, separation from their children, even deportation. But with your help, Literacy Partners will continue to stand by our students. We will never accept our students living in the shadows, and we will always work for their full inclusion in society as a core principle of their education. We will also, of course, stand by our students who were born and raised in New York, like our next guest, Marchette Hellams, who joined our program just last year. You know, trying to succeed in society without advanced reading and writing skills presents enormous challenges, even for native-born citizens. As soon as we met Marchette, we knew she was on the path to success. Like Lourdes and Sophia, she has a clear plan for herself and the determination to pull it off against formidable odds. We were honored at Literacy Partners that she chose us to help her achieve her high school equivalency degree, which she did last year with flying colors. So ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to our recent graduate, Marchette Hellams.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm humbled and honored to be before you this evening. I will forever be indebted to Literacy Partners because after 30 years, I've finally feel complete. This is an awesome feeling that I share with many of the Literacy Partner students you've heard so much about. I attended the High School of Music and Art, you know, the famed school. And in the last day of classes in the month of June, the year 1986, I decided I was never going to return. I was a brave young lady, and I decided that I would go home and make this declaration to my parents. My father told me straight out to go back to school, and he made me promise to get my high school diploma. Unfortunately, 4 months later, in October, he died. And he died of overdose of drugs. At that time, I felt a pressing need to go forth and receive attempt to get my high school diploma and to keep my promise to my father. In 1989, 26 years and 3 failed attempts later, I came upon Literacy Partners. And you have to excuse me because it's a very emotional thing for me. Because he died and he didn't live to see me fulfill the promise that I made to him 30 years ago. But I'm thankful and I'm grateful that Literacy Partners program is a program that provided strong shoulders for me to lean on and gave me the encouragement to go forth and accomplish what I thought was an impossible task. I want to take this time to thank each and every one of you for your generosity towards Literacy Partner individuals such as myself. Through the Literacy Partners program, we become overcomers, we become winners, and we can rest assured that we can go on and become great people for our families and our children. Thank you. And now again, my personal thank you to each and every one of you. It's only me. I've come to see you, and I know what you've been through. I will be your friend. Lean on me for now. I've gotta pull you back up somehow. And I'll have no more of this moping around. I'm tired of you putting yourself down. 'Cause in spite of what you've been through, I still believe there's a winner in you. Sometimes